Hello, my name's Luke Lau, Subject Coordinator for ACM 2003 Interactive Programming at Victoria University. In this video tutorial, we're going to cover the basics of putting sound on a button. Now, there are numerous ways to do this, but I'm going to show you the easiest and most fastest way to actually do this. Now, as I said, there are other ways to do it that are actually more efficient memory-wise, but what we're going to do at this stage, because it's so early in the semester, to show you the fast and easy way to do it. Now I'm just going to recap on how to create a button, just as a bit of revision. I'm going to create a big orange ball in the center of the stage, click and highlight all of the graphic. I'm going to call this big orange ball BTN, making sure the type is a button. Double clicking on that, adding on the different states, so changing the color for over, for down. You can leave it as it is. Renaming this to graphics, and if we test our movie, we've got a button, and it's got the normal, the up state, the down state, and the hover state. Okay, now we're going to play around and rely on these different states. And what we're going to do is create another layer called sound. I'm going to put keyframes on every single one of these. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a sound file on the over state. Now, the reason for that is, on this sound layer, is because when we hover over a button, it automatically jumps to this frame. Therefore, if there's a sound file on this layer, it will play it. And then when we leave it, it'll go back to up, and then we hover over it again, it'll play the file again, which is nice and perfect. Now, I've just going to import a sound file to the library again, and I've already got one saved called b.mp3 file. Which will load up in a second. If it is nice. There we go. Import that to the library. Okay, now I'm just going to rename this to B. It's buzzing, so we'll just put buzz SND. So again, B, buzz, capital B, SND with a capital S, just to meet the naming conventions. Click on the over state, the over frame on the sound layer. Click and drag that onto the stage. Sorry. Click and drag that onto the stage. And as you can see, we've got ourselves a purple line on the over state. So when we test this movie, when we highlight over the button, it will play that sound file. And then when we go away from it, it will reset itself. And then we hover back over it, it'll play it again. Okay, well, that's the end of this tutorial. I'm going to upload this file so you can test it on your own machine. And I'm also going to have a file so that you can create this from scratch. It'll have the sound file in the library, so you're not going to have to download this again. Now, if you've got any questions, please speak to your tutor. Otherwise, post something up on the bulletin board, and either myself, Angela, or one of your peers will answer your question. I thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.